everybody, it's Kristin. Happy Tag Tuesday to you. In case you're curious, I am again playing with the angle and where I'm putting my camera and that sort of thing. So, you know, I hope that you don't mind me just kind of trying to figure things out here. I was tagged the other day, and I was verbally tagged, not just in a description box. I was verbally tagged by Rhonda from Spanky Cola, and I will list her video below. She tagged me to do this 21 questions tag, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it. And actually, I think it was yesterday that I saw that. I'm recording this way in advance. I think it was yesterday that I saw the video, and I thought that's perfect. I will do it. I will do that for my next Topic Tuesday / Tag Tuesday. So that's what we're going to do. I heard her answer the questions, but I haven't looked at them since, so let's just go. When is your birthday? My birthday is February 17th. 3 days after Valentine's Day, which can be good and not all at the same time. Okay, number 2. What are your 3 favorite colors? Navy blue, like a deep hunter green, and burgundy. Like wine burgundy. Those are my favorite shades. What are 3 of your favorite quotes? Oh boy. The one that I have on my YouTube channel, which I'll probably would not remember it properly, but I'll list it here for you. But it's by Oscar Wilde, and it's be yourself because everybody else is taken. Just be yourself, people. Just do your own thing. Another one I wanted to look up because I again, I don't want to butcher it, and this one is beautiful. This is actually by Helen Keller, and it says, it's the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with a heart. And that one is, I don't know, that one's kind of always stuck with me for a really long time. I remember a teacher giving that to me somewhere along the line. And the last one is by Vince Lombardi, and it's perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can chase excellence. And I try to apply that to every part of my life, quite frankly, but it doesn't always work, but I do my best. All right. Are you addicted to YouTube? Addicted is a pretty harsh word, I would say. That's a pretty, like, heavy word. No, I think addiction is something you can't really walk away from, and I feel like I could walk away from YouTube if I needed to. What are your 3 favorite shows, TV or YouTube or both? I did just talk about this in my fall favorites tag, so I think probably right now my 3 favorites are NCIS, The Walking Dead, and Survivor or Blacklist. I also really like Blacklist. What are 3 qualities you like in a best friend? Loyalty is probably the first one. Kindness and funny. I don't know that that's like the top 3, but that's 3 that I appreciate in a best friend. Do you like your name? I do. You know, what's funny is that my middle name is Noelle. And for a long time when I was younger, I don't even know how long, I'd have to ask my parents, I made them call me Noelle. I don't know why. Apparently I did not appreciate Kristin for a period of time. I have these printed right here, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. All right, if you had the choice to pick your own name, what would it be? I don't know at this point. I think I'm pretty stuck on Kristin. But I can also remember when I was younger, we would, you know, play house or school or whatever. I would always choose the name Holly. I don't know why. I have no idea. But Holly, I always chose that. What is your dream? These are some heavy questions. Gosh, I don't know. Like my dream for myself, my dream for my family, my dream for the world. I don't know. I think health and happiness for all. How about that? Health and happiness for all. I would give up my health and happiness if I could give it to everybody else. Number 10, do you wear makeup? Yep. Number 11, if you could write a book, what would be the title and what would it be about? I have no idea. I have no writing skills in my opinion. I can write a business letter with the best of them. I can proofread things pretty darn well. And actually for a period of time I was an English minor, but I don't know. And number 12, what makes you cry? There are a couple of things that make me cry. When I am severely frustrated, like or I feel like something's out of my control, there's nothing I can do, I will cry. That's a big trigger for me personally. it's funny, I have a really hard time watching movies where bad things continually happen to somebody who can't control it. So a lot of my stuff revolves around control. But okay, so what is that? Is it Office Supply? The movie about the office thing where the guy with the red stapler, you know who I'm talking about? That was a really hard, like I'm getting choked up thinking about it. I just felt so bad for him. Bad things kept happening to him. It just wasn't, look at me. It just wasn't fair. And I know it was meant to be a comedy, but there are some of those movies I just can't watch because bad things keep happening to people who can't do anything about it. Whew. What makes you angry? The same thing. Lots of things make me angry, but they always revolve around things happening to other people. Or again, the things that happen that I don't have any control. I think I have a control issue. I mean, let's be real. What makes you happy? Lots of things make me happy. The Packers make me happy. Time with friends makes me happy. Time with my family obviously makes me happy. Being involved in things. I don't like to be sitting around. That makes me happy. What is fangirling? I don't know. I'd never heard that before YouTube. But I have heard it since then. Like if somebody would comment on somebody's video and you get excited about that. I think that I'm 42. All right, next one is what are your 3 favorite snacks? Well, I like Skinny Pop. I really like that popcorn from Skinny Pop. I like chips and salsa. I don't have it very often anymore, but I really like chips and salsa. And, I guess I have to say string cheese. I ate lots of string cheese. I'm a big fan of string cheese. What are your 3 favorite foods? Now, Rhonda went at this from a types of food, like Mexican, that sort of thing. But I'm going to say my mom's lasagna, which I attempt to make, but it's not as good as hers. Pretty much anything sweet. Big fan of sweet things. I love to bake and that sort of thing. And let's see. And then there's something that my dad makes. It's called, well, he just calls it meat stuff, but it's like a roast that's been cooked in the crock pot with mushrooms and that sort of thing. I actually did a video on it. I did a Cooking with Kristin video on it on my other channel. I will try to remember to link that below for you guys. What are your 3 favorite drinks? The majority of what I drink is 1 cup of coffee in the morning. Most of the time decaf. Right now I've been a little off the decaf due to the Autumn Harvest blend being around, but generally I have 1 cup of decaf in the morning. And then every single day I have a Sobe Life water, the 0-calorie kind, every single morning. I leave the house with 1 of those. And then I would probably say, I don't have it very much anymore, but chai. I really like chai, but I'm picky about it. And it's actually the chai latte. I like the chai from, it's from a powder, so it's like a hot chocolate sort of consistency. I don't like the liquid concentrate chai. I don't like that at all. Like Starbucks chai is not my favorite. But anyway, so those are, I guess, my 3: coffee, Sobe water, and chai. So boring. Okay, can you tell us a little about yourself? 10 random facts about you. I'm going to try to do this quickly. 1, I play multiple instruments, the saxophone, piano, a little bit of flute. 2, I have to pause in between and think of these. 2, when I was growing up, I went to 4 different school districts. I started in Waukesha, Wisconsin, then moved to Green Lake, Wisconsin, and then Corey, Pennsylvania, and then Shawnee, Wisconsin. 3, I moved, it's in addition to that, but it's still my 3rd one. I moved the summer before my senior year of high school and thought it was horrible at the time, but I've made some amazing lifelong friends because of it. 4, and some of you might know some of these from watching my vlog channel, but 4, I am a singer. I'm not fantastic by any means, but I do sing weddings and funerals and that sort of thing, and I've been doing that as long as I can remember. 5, and again, this is not probably brand new information to any of you, but I love sports in general. The only sport I don't appreciate so much because I don't know too much about it is hockey. But other than that, football, basketball, baseball, pro, college, love it all. If I can get away with not wearing a jacket, like a winter jacket, even in the winter, I will. I cannot stand being restricted by a jacket. I do not appreciate it in any way, shape, or form. 7, when I was 6, right? 7. When I was 6 years old, I fell out of a tree and broke my arm, and to this day, we joke and blame that my sister pushed me out of the tree because we were both climbing the tree at the same time. 8, For 7 years, I took ballet and was actually relatively good. And then when we moved to Pennsylvania, there was not an instructor there that worked, or like a dance studio. There wasn't anything there for me to continue on with, so I didn't end up continuing on with it. But I really, really liked it, and I was pretty good. Though that's what my parents tell me. But the instructor did too, so who knows. All right, let's see. Number 9, it's kind of, I guess, ties into the playing saxophone, but I was in marching band when I lived in Pennsylvania, and marching band there was a big deal. If you guys, any of you are from the East Coast, you probably, or the East area, I guess, it's not the coast, but Eastern United States. It's a bigger deal out there than it is here. You march in competitions, you legit go to band camp in the summer, like in July, and you learn all your drill, you memorize your music, you memorize the show. We did, I think, 4 pieces, and we went to competitions. You could letter in it, all of that sort of thing, and it was some of my fondest memories of high school are from marching band and those competitions and that sort of thing. And the last one is that we have lived in our house here for about 12 and a half years, and that's the longest I have lived anywhere. We moved, as you can tell, about every 4 or 5 years when I was, at home. And then I moved about every year when I was in college, whether it was to, a different dorm or to a different apartment. You can ask my father and my brothers because they moved me several times. So yeah. All right. Those are my 10 random facts. It took a lot longer than what you saw because I had to pause and think in between. Let's see. What are 3 fun things that you like to do? I don't do it as much as I used to, but golf. I golf, and I like to golf. Playing piano is actually one of the, it's more of a relaxing sort of thing. I don't get to do it very often, but playing piano. And let's see, I'm sure they're meaning more of an activity than just hanging, but really just being with my friends and family and trying to relax and unplug, which I don't do very often. And number 21, tag 3 people to do this. I'm going to tag Ashley from Texas Mommy of Boys. I'm going to tag Tika from Totally Tika, and Melissa from Honeybee Philosophy. I just picked 3 random people that popped into my melon. All right, so I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I'm feeling this might be a little bit long because I get chatty sometimes. But I know that you guys like the tags where you kind of get to learn a little bit more about me. Go ahead and answer one of these questions below for me. I'd love to hear what your answers are, or answer them all. Doesn't matter to me. I will list the questions below for anybody that wants to do this tag. And yeah, all right, let's talk about what's on my face. So I have the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, which is, it's gonna be what it's gonna be till I use it up. For a blush today, I have the Annabelle blush in golden bronze. On my eyelids today, on my eyeballs, I'm working on 4 Looks 2 palettes with the Lorac Pro Matte and the Lorac Pro Metals, so you have to stay tuned for that. You actually will see a different 4 Looks 1 palette before this one. I'm cranking them out a little bit because I was a little bit behind. And then on my lips today, I have the MAC satin. Ooh, I call this a matte in my 4 Looks, but it's a satin. I'll have to note that. In Twig. And then, but it was a little too matte for me, and so I added a little bit of Camp Cosmetics in Tryst, which looks like this, so more than it looks like that. And I think that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!